This might be the dirtiest, grimiest shirt I've ever worked on. So if you want to know if we can get it fixed up and looking clean, and also if we can fix this damaged name set, this is the video for you. Because by the end of it, I'll be sharing the products I use, the process I follow, and showing you the finished article. So stick with us. Hello there and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I will be fixing up this classic 1999 to 2001 Man City home shirt. Now look, I'm an Arsenal fan, right? So I'm not a massive fan of Manchester City. I remember them getting relegated. I remember them being in Division 2, I think, at one point. And this shirt is pretty much from that era. So fair play to them. From Division 2 to dominating Europe, they've done well. But in terms of this shirt, it's a bit of a classic. It's got a cult hero on the back, Morrison 5, Andy Morrison. It was a bit of a tough centre back that they had back in the day. Helped them win win the playoff final in Division 2. And I'm going to fix this shirt up. Now, it is covered in grime. I don't know whether you can see it. I mean, maybe on the white you'll be able to see it better. But it is absolutely honking. So I am going to fix it up. So stick with us. And if fixing football shirts or watching people fix football shirts is your thing, this is the channel for you. So please remember to click like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, because then you'll get alerted every time we release a new video. We do shorts all the time and we release a long form tutorial every 2 weeks. So please go for it. So back to this shirt. Well, I've done videos before on how to clean certain things depending on the stains. This just looks like ground in aged grime. So I'm gonna put this in a hot mix of, I'm gonna use Vanish powder today. So I'll take you over to the other side and show you how I do it. I know that there's nothing on this shirt that's gonna get damaged by the process I'm gonna follow. You've got embroidery there. You've got an old padded flock sponsor there, which is finding some damage down there. I'm not sure how I'm gonna fix that yet. I'm certainly not going to remove the whole sponsor just to fix this bit. So I'll either leave that as is or maybe come up with something else. And on the back is an old, possibly DTF, possibly vinyl name set that we're going to get off. But nothing is going to be damaged by this process. So come with me to the utility room and I'll get it cleaned. So here we are in the utility. We've got our bowl. We're going to put a spoon of this in. It is Vanish Oxi Action. There is a link to the to this in the description, so if you want it, but click that link and we're going to make sure the water is nice and hot. I've had it running, so it is hot, I know it is, and we're going to make sure we use our spoon to dissolve all of the powder. It's really important that you don't let the powder sit partially dissolved on the shirt, because it can have a bleaching effect, can leave marks on the material. So I am just stirring, keep this going. Now there's kind of two parts of the video. We've got the name set removal and we've got the pure cleaning. I suspect this is going to need multiple water changes to get it looking top notch, but we will see. So let's get this. Well, I'm going to keep stirring. Once the water's ready, I'll be back. So that's all done. You can hear there's no granules at the bottom. You'd hear like a gritty sound if there were still granules there. There's no granules there. So we are ready to put the shirt in. So I'm going to put that in. Use the spoon. Try and keep your hands away from the water, because it's not very nice stuff it gets on your hands. So have some thick rubber gloves to protect your hands if you need to immerse them. And I'm just gonna push it under. Like I say, there's gonna be two parts to this. We're gonna be taking this name set off as well. So we need to make sure that goes underneath. So I'm gonna leave this for about 10 minutes or so to let the heat start working on that name set. And then I'll be back. But as I've shown in other videos, it's good to try and keep the heat in. So I'm going to put this over the top just to keep some of the heat in. I'll be back. So here we are, it's been about 5-6 minutes. I think that's enough time for the heat of the water and the Vanish to kind of get activating on the Nameset. So we're going to get rid of our chopping board, and I've got some kitchen roll over here to wipe the paint off with each kind of scrape. Well, it looks like some of it started coming off already. Right, here we go. And we're just going to get our scraper, and we, oh look at that, yeah, look, it's coming off nice and easy. If you want one of these scrapers, there's a link up there to our stand store where you can order a set. We do a postal, we do postage once a week because of the amount we get. They come in daily, which is great, but it just means that we can no longer do daily runs to the post office and what have you. So we're doing weekly, but if you want a set, then please place an order there at the stand store. And look, you can see how easy this is coming off, but it's not, it still needs a little bit of work to get it totally off. So let's move that along. The thing is, the heat from the water will dissipate really quite quickly once you've kind of taken it out of the water. So you need to keep scooping more water on, and then we're just gonna scrape it with the scraper. This shirt's got a grain quite clearly in that direction, so make sure you go with the grain rather than against it, just to minimize or avoid damaging the material. Here we go. And look, in a very short amount of time, that's got off a lot of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on this process to get the rest of the 5 off, and then I'll be back. In addition to wiping your scraper on the kitchen roll, it's really important that you use it to get rid of all this debris so that doesn't go back into the water and potentially sit back on the shirt. So use it as a bit of a shovel to get it back up. If you try and avoid going across the grain, even when you're shoveling it up, it just means that it'll be a bit easier to come up and not damage the material. So that you can come back this way just to shovel it up. Little tip there. And then once you get to a point where the scraper's taken off the vast majority of it, that's when you're going to need your shower sponge, preferably not the one you wash with, to just give it a good scrub. Ideally use a pair of rubber gloves. Unfortunately I only have one rubber glove, the other one got damaged and I haven't bought any new ones, but just ideally use a pair of rubber gloves and scrub away with your shower sponge. I'll be back once this is done. So the 5 is on its way there. Now we've got to start working on the name, and this should come off a lot more easily. I mean, look, you can see it comes off a lot more easily than the number, mainly because there's just less adhesive, less surface area attaching to the material. So just follow the same process, use some water to make it wet, and then use your scraper. I've said it in other videos, so just to be aware that when, especially old football shirts, get wet, the material has a tendency to become a lot more delicate. So just be careful when you're scraping, because it may damage the material. I know this scraper has been around for years, so it's very much rounded at the edges. It's not as sharp as the new ones as I create them and send them out. So if you've just bought a scraper, or if you've made your own scraper and you've not used it a lot, just bear in mind that you don't want to damage the material of the shirt. And if shirt restoration or name set removal is your thing, you're either halfway through, partway through the journey of learning it, or you've got no idea and you want to learn it, let me tell you about our ebook that I've created that shares all of our secrets and puts it in a nice, concise guide. It's available now over on my stand store. Over 110 pages, packed with insights from more than 5 years of football shirt restoration experience. It covers everything you need to know, from identifying materials to solvent safety and advanced techniques for removing even the toughest name sets. Then once you're done with the scraper, now on the name set, we're going to use the shower sponge, and you'll see it all comes off nicely. Time for a bit of a water change. You can see that it's filthy. We're going to need to do this a couple more times. But look, you can see all these bits of paint speck. Well, they need to be rinsed off. So we're going to give the shirt a little bit of a rinse to get rid of as much of that as possible before we then pull it in for another soak. So let's get that back on and I'll be back. So let's have a look at this now. It's the white that I'm concerned mostly with. I mean, it's quite a lot considering these are ground in stains. They're doing quite well. It's looking quite good. The colour of the water, pretty murky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these Vanish bars. I think they're fantastic for spot stains. So I'm going to rub the Vanish bar into the splodges on the white, and then rather than put it back into soak, I'm going to give it a wash and see what it comes out like, because it might be that this stain might be kind of grease based or oil based, which may struggle to respond to this. I might have to use a different type of spot stain remover, but let's have a look at this side. Let's keep that out of the water. Here we go. So let's rub it on. These Vanish bars are really quite good. Let's put it there. So I am gonna now put this in a wash bag, pull it on a wash, 30-degree wash, and let's see what it comes out looking like. So shirt is now out. I think I did 3 cycles of the Vanish Oxi Action, and I'm excited to show you how well this has come up. But before I do that, I want to get the name set on. You can see from the back there, look, there is absolutely 0 residue from the Morrison, and the 5, there's some residue there, but it's absolutely fine because I'm going to put a new 5 directly over the top. And if you feel the residue, it's not thick, it's not coarse, so it's not going to come through the vinyl. What was most important was making sure the name came off cleanly, because sometimes the curve is a little bit different. So that's looking good now. I'm going to press the name set on, and then I'll show you how well the stained areas have come up. If you want to learn how or know how we do pressing and get the measurements perfect and everything, there's a video up there that will show you exactly how we do it. But I'll be back in 2 minutes and I'll show you the finished result. And here it is, the finished shirt, nice new Morrison name set on it. Shirt has gone back to doing itself justice. Now, let's have a look at some of the areas where it was stained. I don't know if you remember, but before the sleeves were covered in yellow stains. And if you look now, there are no stains in sight. It's come up absolutely amazingly. Now, what you'll find with shirts, I mean, this is 27 years old, this shirt. Who knows when the stains came on it, but for older stains, they can go through a process called oxidization, which makes it, in the most extreme cases, the stain can actually, rather than sit on top of the fiber, can actually become the fiber. It become the color from the stain actually is woven into the fiber rather than sitting on it, and in that case it can be very difficult to get off. But where it's just before hitting that kind of being totally ingrained, it'll still be very stubborn. So if you find something that works and is lessening the size or the prominence of a stain, then keep going, because it's probably working to the extent that if you repeat the process a few times, you will eventually get to a point where there's no stain at all. And that's what we did with this one. We knew that there's not really anything that can get damaged because the name set was off. There was nothing that was going to get damaged by it sitting for hours on end in some Vanish Oxi Action. And actually the hours on end bit is quite an important point, because some people think, well, if you put boiling water in and leave it to soak in there, that's the best thing to do. Actually, what trumps the heat of the water is actually the longevity that is it sits in it, the contact that the shirt and the stain has with whatever the agent is that you're using, in this case Vanish Oxi Action. So using cooler water that is definitely not going to damage the fibres, and leaving it for longer is definitely better than using boiling water and leaving it for a shorter amount of time. But we did 3 or 4 cycles of the Vanish Oxi Action, leaving it to soak, and with each one we saw that the stain was getting less and less. So that proved that it was working. So like I say, whatever you can get in terms of a good soak, so whether it's nappy sand, Vanish Oxi Action, or any of the others that you find that are available locally to you, use it, keep going with it, and eventually you'll get to a point where the stain is off. There are a load of other stain removers. Spot Solve is one. You know, Dr. Beckman's do some good stain removers. There's loads of different ones. And my point is that if you find one that works on the stain, you might not get rid of all of it, but if it lessens it, then keep going with it. Rinse it out, let it dry. Don't apply heat to it, but let it dry gently, and then go for another cycle, and you'll probably find that the stain comes out completely. So, apologies for that diatribe at the end there, but I just wanted to make the point of this video nice and clear that, you know, it's not a quick and easy thing to get stains out of shirts. Scrubbing isn't always the best thing. Bit of patience and using the right product is key. So if you've enjoyed this video, please remember to click like, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon. We release videos every 2 weeks, so if you hit that bell notification, you won't miss any of our future ones. And if you've enjoyed this video, you're going to love this one and this one. See you next time.